Go.
Welcome to the 22nd installment of Bullsitting on TSWS Gaming. This week we have Xbox accusing Sony of blocking Xbox Game Pass editions and Forspoken being appropriately urban. But before we begin, let us introduce our our special guest this week. We have Jewelry Jelly. I'm going to be calling her JJ for the rest of the show because hell no to that tongue twister. JJ, please introduce yourself. Tell us what you're all about, and at the end, when you're done presenting yourself, just answer two questions. No sitting on the fence. One, what is the best console available between Nintendo Switch, Xbox Series X, and PS5? Second question is, what is the greatest video game of all time? And also, you need to justify your answer.
Okay.
Go.
Great. So my name is Jewelry Jelly, and I write for Nintendo Force magazine. I'm one of their reviewers. And I also stream every week on Twitch. I've been doing a community challenge called the Community Game Along, where every month you play a different game according to a theme. It is ARPG month for August, so this month I am playing Final Fantasy Adventure, which is a classic action RPG. And we are just wrapping up work on our latest issue of Nintendo Force. And in that issue, I'm going to have reviews for Fire Emblem Warriors 3 Hopes and Live Alive.
Fantastic.
I call it live, but okay, thank you.
I live alive.
Alive.
And then it's like
Live alive.
Live Alive,
What?
Live Alive, Five Alive. Who remembers Five Alive?
Right. And as long as we all know what the hell we're talking about. Anyway.
It's funny because I actually was like, how do you even say this when I...
Yes. I was like, live
thank you.
live. That's what
Is
I
it
saw.
Live, Live Alive, Life Alive?
All right, so the two questions. Tell us best console right now and the greatest game of all time and why.
Best console right now is Nintendo Switch. Greatest game of all time would have to be the original Legend of Zelda. It's immediately accessible. It's got so much good memories and nostalgia for me, and it's just timeless. And it holds up very well in today's era.
Okay.
There you go.
Sensei 808 says, "Look, you remind me of a Congo dandy." What is a Congo
What?
dandy?
Yeah, I don't even know.
I don't know what that is. But before we so let's move on. Before we start the show, we have, as usual, Ham Solo coming to us straight from Japan, Osaka. We also have Cozy Beluga coming from Abuja, Nigeria. Ham, please tell us, what have you been playing this past week?
First of all, this show is going to be bananas. It's going to be
Okay.
absolutely bananas.
Especially with the grass juice.
Yeah.
Oh my God. You had to plug that
Surrounded by
Anyway.
meat.
Okay. Ham, before you reply, it's catching fire in the chat. Blind Giant says, "Yo, let's go, another great episode." Too Big says, "Django Unchained." And Sensei says, "Look it up, Ham." No, Sensei, we're not going to do the research for you. Ham, go ahead and tell us what you've been playing this past week.
I think Too Big said it for you. It's from Django.
Is it?
I guess so. But
Okay.
But let's see. What have I been playing? I've been playing more NCAA football 06, as you guys can see playing on here. I've been playing this Sega Saturn game right here called Blazing Heroes. Really classic game. It used to be called Mysteria of the Realm of Lore. I mean, out in Europe, that's what it's called, I guess. Asa from Game On Daily told me that he's like I recognize that game, but I swear it was called something else. So it's called something else overseas. It's that Mysteria. But anyways, also been. Let's see. I haven't touched my PS5 in what feels like 2 weeks. As for my Xbox, I've been playing like.
So boring, dude.
I'm just saying. But anyways, I've been
You're a
playing
fake gamer. We know it.
not Stick of Truth, but what is it called? Fractured But Whole, South Park. I've been playing that game. It's really fun. It's really good. And NBA 2K. And I recently, last night, me, Hard Days Mike, and Matt Likes Games were playing what was that? Ghost Recon Future Soldier. Fantastic game. Really good game. So that's what I've been playing as of lately.
Okay. Cozy, what you been playing?
So I don't know when this changed, but Puzzle Fighters works again. So I started playing that. And the 360 game, it hasn't it's had I've always had server issues for a long time. So I've been playing that. Obviously, as always, Animal Crossing and 2 Points, whatever, the university
Campus.
Yeah. Surprised how much I like this one. It's going to be a problem. I'll have to pull myself away from it.
Right. I've just been replaying God of War on my 4K TV.
You watching it? Oh,
4K, nice.
Jeez, man. Okay, you know what? Let's get into it.
He's been watching games, not playing them.
All right, let's go to the chat for a bit. Stackmon says, "What up, people? Late as a mod today. It's fine, man. You've been first for like 6 weeks in a row. You need to slack off a bit. Relax, man. Jeez, you're too thirsty for the show. You're too thirsty." Blind Giant says, "I'm loving Texas look. Goodness, it's just for this week. And then I'm done." All right, so let's get into it, guys. First off, not going to bury the lead. Xbox alleges that Sony paid developers to avoid Game Pass. So with all this talk about Xbox paying developers to join, now Sony apparently is doing the opposite. So this one comes to us from Game Rant. I quote, "Microsoft claims that Sony may be paying game devs to refuse to add their games to Game Pass, firing back against acquisition criticisms. Microsoft's letter to CADE doesn't mince words. It says Sony pays for blocking rights to prevent developers from adding content to Game Pass, claims the document. Many consider the renewed PS Plus to still be inferior to Game Pass, and Microsoft is suggesting that one of the ways in which Sony is stifling the growth of Xbox is by bribing developers to keep away from it." Whew. JJ, foul or fair that Microsoft is accusing Sony of paying for people not to join Game Pass? Go.
I mean, honestly, I don't really have that much skin in the game because I neither have an Xbox or PS Plus. But, I mean, it would be very interesting to see if there's some sort of an antitrust lawsuit going down the road.
Yeah, and I mean, Xbox wouldn't just officially and formally accuse Sony of something they didn't have evidence for, you know?
Right.
This seems like the type of thing that if Sony asked for the receipts and Microsoft didn't present, it could be a big problem. Cozy, do you believe that Sony is paying devs to avoid Xbox?
I mean, we've already seen them basically say, haven't we already seen them say you can't put games on these games on Game Pass? I mean, that's that's what that whole thing was about. They basically, it's a refute to Sony saying we can't really compete with Game Pass, and their evidence is you've paid to make sure these games can't be put on Game Pass, so you can compete by doing that. That's like what the whole thing is about. Whether it's a smart way to compete or not is the bigger issue. But, that is a form of competing by saying we are going to use, our player base and the power that we have in the gaming industry to say, hey, part of your clause for this game is it can't be on Game Pass for this time period or whatever. Yeah.
All right. Hamothy. Fair or foul that Xbox accuses Sony of paying so people avoid
I
Game
feel
Pass?
like they're just telling it like it is. I mean, they're saying out loud what everybody's been thinking for a while. So, I mean, I don't see anything wrong with saying something like that. From what I've been told, like it wasn't exactly supposed to get out to the regular public, but it did. So now we're here. You know what I mean?
But do you believe that it's actually happening?
How did
Oh,
it?
absolutely.
Yeah.
Absolutely. I
How did
don't
it
see
get out
why
to
they
the public
wouldn't.
anyway?
I don't see why it wouldn't because because they want to keep growing as quick as possible and keep the other company from growing as well or at the same speed that they are, and if if anybody's taking your fire at all, you're gonna do your best to kind of be like, hey, look at me, don't look at them, look at me. So I mean, I think absolutely Sony would be doing something like making sure a service like I mean for instance, I mean look at Netflix and Disney, right? Like Marvel shows were all over Netflix for a while, and then Disney was like yank, they took their stuff right back, right?
Yeah,
So
Daredevil, R.I.P.
so yeah, 100%. I think I don't see anything foul about what either one of them are doing right now. They're just competing, and people are trying to find like reasons why something is wrong, and it's just like, no, there's nothing wrong. This is competition, and it's getting hot. That's what's happening.
The heat is on.
JJ, you were saying something before.
Yeah. How did the public find out about this? You mentioned that it had been like on internal channels, and then it got out, and it wasn't supposed to.
Capcom leak, I believe.
Oh, that was a while ago, wasn't it?
Yeah.
It's because
Now.
of the
Is it
Brazilian.
Capcom leak?
No. You're talking about how people found out that
Yeah.
Xbox is accusing Sony.
Yeah, because he mentioned that it was
Okay.
yeah.
It's because of the acquisition of Activision Blizzard.
Oh.
So what happens is because Activision Blizzard has got like offices all over the world, certain countries, because of the size of the company, you need to present in their parliament like
Okay, Mr.
justification
Joanna
for the
Dart
purpose.
said this was part of the Epic versus Apple thing.
Oh wow.
Was there?
So
Okay.
even that was a while ago.
Yeah, even that was a while ago. But basically, all these leaks,
Lawyer.
they're not really leaks. They're not really leaks. Last week, we were talking about the paperwork that was filed in Brazil. Because the government is so transparent with acquisitions and stuff, everyone got to see all the dirty laundry in terms of like Activision's massive profits and all that stuff, sales numbers, all these things that the companies like to keep secret. It all came out. So this is one of those things. And yeah, pretty much that they're accusing Sony of is it bad faith or competition? Ham says it's fair. It's cool.
All fair and love and competition. Which one will give me a kidney though? An extra kidney? I already
Okay,
have
so
two.
for me, real quick, guys, what worries me about Xbox, right? I got nothing against Xbox. What worries me about Xbox is that Xbox is Microsoft, and Microsoft next to Sony, like there's no comparison. Although right now Microsoft is not it's not a monopoly. If you look at the scale of these companies, it almost feels like a matter of time, of when it's going to happen, not if. Because if Microsoft wanted, if you look at their capital, if they wanted, they could buy Sony, and it wouldn't even like it wouldn't affect the balance, or like it wouldn't affect Microsoft financially if they bought Sony
That might cause some
for market price.
Oh yeah.
But so that's what worries me. Like, I've got nothing against Microsoft, but my fear of Microsoft dominating the gaming space is that they're so big as a corporation that they could take the whole thing away.
Yeah, I mean, I don't think that's true. I think because then the issue of that would become like the whole, then if like, then they'd have to worry about monopolies. I think a lot of it is like them diversifying their portfolio, because if you think about it, there have been ventures they've like exited, but especially because the future is services, they've moved a long time down the route of services. They're not dominant necessarily in a lot of their fields. They're sure prevalent, but if you look at a lot of their stuff, it's like more of like, we need this diverse portfolio to have all these sources to reach out money. Yeah, people can talk about but Windows and everything. Windows is like there are increasingly few people that have computers. Like, you have a computer because you need it for work, you need it for your job, you need it for work. You really specifically go out of your way to want one. Gaming. Other than that, like, computers, like, most people are just like phones. I know so many people who don't have a computer. They have no aspirations of ever getting a computer again because everything they can do is on their phone. So a lot of that is like about expanding what they have available.
Okay, guys, we have spent a lot of time on this subject.
Let me bring up a topic, but let me cut you off.
This one's gonna be Cozy. Moving on. Forspoken corny dialogue getting ripped on Twitter. Before we get into this one, did you guys watch the trailer? Did all of you watch the trailer?
Yeah, I've seen it.
I watched half of it.
Something.
I felt secondhand embarrassment and stopped.
JJ, did you watch it?
I've heard about it. I haven't watched it myself.
Christ alive. Go and get yourself some popcorn and watch it. Trust me, you will not regret it.
I mean, if you want, I can put. If you want, I can. Can
you put it on?
Can you do that?
I might be able to put it on. I'm not sure if.
Bro,
you would have to turn the show on Jewelry Jelly to see it, but yeah, I mean, I can throw it on here if you want, and everybody can check it out.
Is it like MST3K worthy?
I guess I don't know.
I just felt
I
better. Felt like embarrassed by it, and then I just was like, I can't.
Mr. Joanna Ducks just laughing. Stagmo says it's that bad. I haven't seen it, guys. I swear.
I didn't believe it was that bad. I went into it with like, whatever. It's probably not as bad. People are just making stuff up because I like corny nonsense. I like that stuff. And then I watched half of it and I was like, ooh. And I was like, nope. I don't want oof.
Yeah.
It's
like I think
it felt very, how do you do, fellow Negroes? Oh.
Here, let me go ahead and actually just put it on the screen so everybody can kind of see this.
Just and make sure you put it with audio. Oh my God. Stankball, get ready, man. Get ready.
So let me get this straight. I'm somewhere that's not what I would call Earth. I'm seeing freaking dragons, and oh yeah, I'm talking to a cup. Yeah, okay, that is something I do now. I do magic, kill jacked up beasts. I'll probably fly next.
Stankball, get ready, man. Get ready.
Let me get this straight. I'm somewhere that's not what I would call Earth. I'm seeing. So let me get this straight. And I'm somewhere that's not what I would call Earth. I'm seeing freaking dragons, and oh yeah, I'm talking to a cup. I do magic, kill jacked up beasts. I'll probably fly next. Yeah, okay, that is something I do now. I do magic, kill jacked up beasts. I'll probably fly next.
Okay.
So let me get this
It was
straight.
something.
You know what it
Mr.
reminds me
Jonadab
of?
says, "Hey, I love me some cheesy video game dialogue." Go ahead, JJ.
You know what it reminds me of? I'm just remembering the original English dub for Sailor Moon back in the late 1990s, and it had some moments that were just like that.
Mm.
That's something. I mean, to me, that whole thing was just like, I don't know. It didn't excite me more for the game. The like if I watched it muted without seeing all or without hearing all that, I was like, man, that was really cool. But then as soon as I turned on the audio, I was just like, wow, that's corny. That's like above and beyond. Like because the game has like an aesthetic that's classy, like a Horizon Forbidden West. But then it has like the commentary of like a Saints Row, and it just like it meshes weird. It meshes
Not old
really
Saints
weird.
Row.
No, I'm saying like the most
new
recent
Saints Row.
one. Yeah, the more recent Saints Rows. So like to me, it looks dope, but like I'm not sure how I will like the character. I think I'll probably like the character more than I liked Aloy, because Aloy was really dry. Like even the new game with Horizon Forbidden West, like that game looked fantastic. It played all right. The story to me was pretty dope, but the like she was still stale as a character at the end of the day.
Let me cut you off right there. Stankmore says that wasn't that bad. It looks funky, but I'm still getting it. Good on you, bro. Mr. Joanna Duck says, I think people hating on this game because it's timed exclusive. The dialogue sounds tongue-in-cheeky and trying to break the fourth wall. Trying being the operative word. It reminds me of Final Fantasy Stranger of Paradise.
Yeah, that's what I thought too.
JJ, go ahead. Tell us what you think about that.
Yeah, definitely. Snippet. Yeah, it definitely gave me this whole Stranger of Paradise vibes. Now that your commentator mentioned it, it was like I'm remembering seeing the coverage and how like Jack Garland was being all edgy and stuff compared to the way that the game was set. I'm like, that I can see that. But yeah, it's like it just feels like it was phoned into me. Like,
okay,
you've had about 36 takes. We'll just use the last one.
Let's just go with that. Cozy, how do you feel about Forspoken dialogue?
You're muted.
Okay, am I unmuted? Am I unmuted?
You're good.
Okay.
You're good.
So
you're good now.
I think I agree with Ham in that it looks like it shouldn't sound like that. And I also think maybe this is just something like, I guess maybe being someone who is already very picky about games, like what kind of games, especially if they're realistic looking, I'll play. I think it's like this game actually made by one of their Japanese studios.
Yes.
Yeah, I can tell. Because that whole, it's like Sims very try hard. Like they can't quite master the whole goofiness that's the whole like non-Japanese goofiness. And it's just like kind of weird.
Yeah. I see exactly what you're saying. Like
they don't know how to do it.
Like trying to appease the West with
yes, that's how it feels. Like
it doesn't
it's like
seem
very
right.
yeah. Like, and yeah, I don't. Yeah, no. Like that's like a game I'd have to play without any sound.
I'm interested in playing it, to be real. I'm interested in playing it. I'm probably gonna buy this game. I'm not sure if I'm gonna buy it day one because next year is fucking insane. So like so I might wait for it to drop on its like first sale or something like that. Like if it comes down to like $50, then I'll probably pick it up. But like at $70, like there's so much stuff coming out. Like for instance, what was that? Hogwarts Legacy got pushed to, or I'm not even sure if it got pushed technically. They said it was supposed to be holiday season, but now it's coming out in February. So I'm like thinking I'm probably more down to play Hogwarts right away than I am to play Forspoken. Even though I'm not even a Harry Potter fan per se, but that game looks super dope and it makes sense to me, like from the get-go, compared to Forspoken, where I'm just like, this looks dope, but it's not quite making sense yet.
Yeah, I agree. Because I was thinking I couldn't figure out what it was because I was like, I'm excited for Redfall, and that dialogue seems kind of like cheesy and corny
Redfall
too. And then
comes
I
out in
thought about
February
what it
too, I
was,
think.
and I think it's like there's like this.
Redfall's
like
gonna be
there's
mid.
a way to do it, and I think because I was like, I like Borderlands, and that's like corny and cheesy and dumb, and I'm like,
Corny as hell.
and even like when you said Saints Row, like yeah, Saints Row has like a more serious, but it's still like kind of like a little cheese. But I think there's this whole element of understanding when you're doing cheese, how to do the cheese, and Forspoken feels like it missed that mark.
Okay, so for me,
Moldy.
God damn it. For me, man, I'm gonna go for the jugular. Fuck it,
You always do.
guys. No, I try to be as PC as possible, but this
No,
for
you
me
don't.
is just...
You're lying to everybody. Man. Every show, you're a dick at some point on some sort of subject, and now you're like, oh man, I'm a PC guy. I'm gonna take off my mask for a moment. It's like, no, you had a mask on.
Fine. Forspoken is fantastic. I love that audio. Her voice was just riveting. I was pissing in my pants. I can't wait for
Let's be real.
Let's
Keep it real, Logue. Stop.
Stackmore says, man, if y'all can handle the Dragon Ball Super dub, y'all can deal with this. No, we cannot, Stackmore. I'm not even taking off the head for this. Dude, listen. Christ, stop calling me. Okay, let me put my phone on silent. I don't know what's going on.
Wait, did you just reject a call from Jesus?
Oh man. Okay, whatever. Listen, guys, listen. The reason this matters, Stackball. The reason this matters is because we don't get the black female protagonist in games. So when we do get her, can we get a nice depiction, an authentic depiction? Can we not get a caricature at level 11 out of 10? Can we not always, when we have a black dude, Cozy? I let you talk. Can you let me just do it, please? Can I have a minute? Do you mind?
Say no, Cozy. Say no.
For fuck's sake, why are you still calling me? Listen, guys.
Jesus trying to give you the pointers.
Ham. Jesus can settle down.
Raspberry into the phone or something.
No, Jesus can settle down right now. The point is, the reason why you can have Dragon Ball going all over the place, Final Fantasy, Stranger of Paradise going all over the place or whatever, is because there's so many white characters, Asian characters. So you can have a whole range of them. You can have the main protagonist that's on level 11 of the stereotype for that, because there's so many of them. When there's just one AAA black female protagonist, can we get something interesting? Can we not get the stereotype? That's why it matters, in my opinion. That's why it matters when you get a Black Panther movie, when you get Forspoken, because whenever back in the day, whenever you would get those, it was just a slapstick caricature, almost an insult for the people watching or listening. There's a reason you were cringing, Cozy. There's a reason a lot of people, black people, were trolling the crap out of it, because people are tired of being reduced to the 10% loudest in the community. So that's why it matters. And I'm done. I'm off my soapbox.
I see what Loke is saying. I see what Loke is saying because he's saying like, yo, like we get one of two characters. You get either like the urban hood character, or you get something weird and goofy. You never get just a regular person, right? So I mean, I see what you're saying on that front.
Mute myself
and
so I can
like
take this call.
I 100% see what you're saying, but I'm just not sure if it bothers me as much as it bothers you.
And my thing is,
Barrett was not the main character, bruv.
My thing is, why would you expect that from a Japanese studio? They're going to suck at it. They're not going to be able to do that. It's like beyond, like I would never trust them to do that. And with that said, then you just got to accept that because, you know, probably none of those people who developed that game have seen more than one black person in their life.
Oh my God!
They probably watched Rush Hour and they were like, "Oh, Chris Tucker." That's how all black people are. Okay,
y'all are getting messy.
Let us.
Hey, I'm enjoying it.
It's true, not in a bad way. It's just facts. Them's the facts.
Oh my goodness. Okay.
Go to the chat. Go to the chat.
Okay. Mr. Johnny Duck says, I remember one of my favorite games, Shadows of the Damned, was a stereotypical Hispanic man. Well, look at Insomniac with Ghost of Tsushima. Yeah. True. Fair. People that aren't from the place can make proper representations of places and people, but whatever, man. Let's keep it moving before we get to. I don't think he meant
to say Insomniac.
Yeah, he meant to say Sucker Punch, right?
Yeah.
FYI, after I finish replaying God of War on 4K on the PS5, I'm going to play Ghost of Tsushima 4K on the PS5. So that should be fun.
Why do you keep saying 4K? Like,
yo, man, it's the TV's 4K. I need to make sure.
Are y'all out in Texas new to 4K? Because
usually, one of these days I'm going to show you guys my passport.
And people just assume
one of these days I'm going to show you guys
4K.
One of these days I'm going to show you my passport. Okay, let's keep it moving. Done with the corny cringe. Okay, this is a simple one. Announcement. Sonic Frontiers confirmed for Gamescom. This one's from Game Rant as well. And I quote, Jeff Keighley announces that Sonic Frontiers will be shown off at Gamescom with a world premiere and news about the open world. This year's Gamescom will take place from the 23rd to the 28th of August. While it was originally scheduled to release last year, Sonic will be releasing at the end of 2022.
Man, Mr. Joey the Dark's on fire right now.
Yeah. He says Texas 4K is different than other 4K. Whatever, dog. Whatever. JJ, are you looking forward to Sonic Frontiers?
Honestly, I'm not really a Sonic fan, but I do know people. Sorry.
I mean, she mains Nintendo, so obviously it only makes sense. Come on.
But yeah, it's I've seen a lot of people giving mixed reviews of what they've been seeing so far, but I've also seen a lot of people say that it holds promise. And open world for Sonic the Hedgehog, that sounds like something that I could probably be interested in.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. JJ's feeling it. Ham Solo, please tell us why Sonic Frontiers is going to be Game of the Year.
No, it ain't going to be no damn Game of the Year, but it's going to be, excuse me, it's going to be pretty fire in my opinion. I know there's a lot of people hating on it, but the only thing that would catch me uncomfortable with that game is if the open world you feel slow. I don't want Sonic to feel slow or sluggish going around. I want to feel fast. If you're going to make it open world, make it fast. It has to move faster than like a Sonic Adventure 1 or 2. And even in those, you moved fairly fast. But in this day and age, I mean, this isn't the Dreamcast anymore. We're a few generations further now. So I want to be able to see like some zippiness, some quickness. the world did look a little bare when I was watching like the trailers and stuff for that game, but maybe they fixed that. I don't know. So I'm just waiting to see
looked like an early
more
build.
about that game. And since it's going to be at Gamescom, it's perfect. It's a perfect place to be able to showcase that game. Show me what it really has and like the kind of powers and stuff that you can use. Please don't give Sonic a gun. Let's not do that again.
All right,
Remember
Cozy,
Shadow with the gun?
Sonic. It could work. It could work.
Sonic needs a gun again.
You know what? Sometimes it's about the execution, not the idea. Sometimes it's about the execution, not the idea. I'm just saying, Sonic for a movie, no one would have guessed that would have been one of the best video game movies ever. I'm just saying. Cozy,
fair.
go ahead. Sonic.
I think it'll be good. Sonic is one of those things where I'm always like, I think it'll be good, and then most of them have disappointed me. But it's like, I don't know why I still believe in them, but I do. I think this one will be good. I think this is the one.
It's the one, right?
Yeah.
All right. So let's keep it moving, yo.
No. Let's hold up. A second. So you agree with Stankma saying I'm so tired of open world, right? Do you think that Sonic shouldn't be open world? I'm kind of curious. Do you, Loke, think that Sonic shouldn't be open world? Because ever since I was a little kid, I've dreamed of Sonic being open world and just like it's probably gonna like my dream is different than what they're providing me with Frontiers. Like I wanted to be able to like zip around the world like freaking Superman. You know what I'm saying? Like I wanted that kind of like speed and craziness and like being able to unleash and move from one area to or like one continent or one country to the next or something like that super fast. Because I mean we've seen run on water and stuff like that before. I want to see that kind of stuff.
Yeah, the thing for me is I don't know which Sonic it was. I'm forgetting the name. There was a Sonic that was like it was 3D, but not really. It was 3D in terms of like how they drew the sprites and organized
Sonic
it.
3D?
But no, I'm not sure which one it was. Point is, most of the game was either 2D, and then the part where you are behind Sonic, it's like you're on rails and you're moving basically left, right, or jumping up and down, but you're going really fast. And then the game only slows down for like the story beats. This Sonic Frontiers for me, it's I'm getting the vibes like it's gonna be open. So either you're gonna be going too fast to see what is actually around, or you're going to be going too slow so you can actually keep track of what's happening. And either one of those two is terrible for me. Hi, fuck you. I'm not sure it's Sonic Generations. Let me Google that. Does anyone have a rebuttal for what I just said about the sweet spot for Sonic?
No, I just that was just a question for you, so we can move on.
Okay. Yeah, that was specifically because I don't like side scrollers, right?
It was more general. I didn't even think about that.
Okay. Lastly, because we are running out of time, people, we have the Gotham Knights cutscene between Dick and Barbara Gordon, where they're talking about their past relationship. Did you guys all see that video?
No.
It was like a trailer or something. JJ, did you see it?
No.
What's it? What
was it? Bro, just Google Gotham Knights cutscene Dick and Barbara. So basically, okay, while you're searching for that to put it on screen, let me read out the article here. This is from Game Rant. It says Gotham Knights shares a new cutscene taking place within the Belfry that illustrates Dick Grayson and Barbara Gordon's relationship dynamic. Gotham Knights' latest cutscene opens with Dick and Barbara exercising together in the Belfry in front of equipment and a Gotham Goliaths poster. The
you
point.
Ready to watch it?
Yeah, go ahead. Go ahead. Put it on.
No, actually finish your statement and then we'll watch it all together.
Yeah, so the point of this specific subject is that everyone was trolling the crap out of it because the graphics look fine, but if you've played Gotham of equipment, sorry,
Turn that down. Whoever has their
Sorry about that.
Oh, okay, I'm sorry.
yeah, if you've played Batman Arkham Knight, it looks rough. It looks really bad. So people are like, how does this make sense that a game that was made years ago in the same universe looks fine, and then the sequel is just it looks really bad. Go ahead, play it.
Okay. So as you can see here, it's Gotham Knights exclusive cinematic. Barbara and Dick in the Belfry. So we're gonna go on ahead and show that real quick.
And action.
All right, I put up with this for an hour. You wanted to talk. So talk.
Oh. We can do this another time. Got a shower.
Is it about Bruce?
What? What makes you think that?
I know everything about you, Dick Grayson. You love flaky cereal. You cried when I broke up with you. And you check out your own ass in the mirror every chance you get. But mostly I know that you keep not looking at that suit.
Pretty sure I broke up with you.
You know what? Fine.
Yes. It's about Bruce. We fought. Before I went to Bloodhaven. He told me never to take the mask up. Not like him. Babs, it's taking everything I have not to screw this up. Everything he built. It's in my hands.
You don't have to do it alone, dumbass. Why do you think Bruce trained all of us?
I always forget how smart you are.
I don't think we need to watch the whole cinematic, right? I think we all saw
Yeah.
the quality on display. I'm also assuming that everyone here has played Batman Arkham Knight.
You are really
Not
sweaty.
me.
Yes? No?
Hey!
Okay. Cozy, Ham, have you played Batman Arkham Knight?
No!
Cozy, the price has come down below $30. Don't even start with that shit. It
Wait.
was even on Game Pass for a minute.
Wait, what's been on Game Pass?
Batman Arkham Knight.
I'm not a fan of Batman.
Christ. Okay. Fine.
Did I hurt your
Ham.
soul? Did I hurt your spirit? Oh, you can't handle someone that's like Batman? Oh, you gonna go cry?
Ekmon says you're talking about Forspoken and not getting on this dialogue.
Are you
is
gonna
trash.
cry, the cowboy Jesus?
Stankmore says white folks should be upset. LOL. Stankmore, let's go back to it. I'm gonna repeat myself. I will repeat myself. Stankmore. Now listen to my voice. All right? Stop looking at the camera. Stop looking at the screen. Listen to my voice. White folks are not upset. You know why? Because they get over the top characters, then they get the mid characters, then they get the really depressed characters. They get everything. And they get like 5 variations of them per year. Okay, per
This take is
year.
bananas. This take is
Christ.
bananas.
No, I'm
Well,
not
calm
trying to
down.
take
This
nobody's
take is
lunch.
bananas.
I'm not trying to take his lunch. I'm not trying to take his lunch. Otherwise, he won't come back next week. Okay, so Ham, you're the only one who played Gotham, Batman, Arkham Knight. What do you think about the graphics for Gotham Knights?
I think it's fine as long as there's plenty to do. Keep in mind this game is like multiplayer as well, so you can like play with friends and stuff like that. Graphics are not like like I don't care too much about graphics as long as everything else gels well.
That's because your main Xbox though.
Oh, whatever. Whatever. Ask a Nintendo fan if graphics are like are the end all be all to everything, because they're just not.
Damn,
I mean, and keep
gotta
in
be
mind,
good.
Nintendo sells more than anybody right now, right? So graphics are not the end all be all for any of this. So I don't. I mean, if you're asking me to judge this game based off of graphics, then I give it like a 6, right? But like if I'm judging it off of the whole entire game, well then I need a chance to actually get my hands on the controller, feel the mechanics of it, see what the story is actually like within the game. You know, I mean, there's a lot more to be, you know, there's a lot more to be critical about than just graphics, in my opinion.
All right. Well, I think it's valid because sequels should always, the bare minimum of a sequel is to do exactly what the previous one did. That's all I expect. So for me, this was very disappointing. Okay, we don't have time to go over more news. So let's move on to game predictions. JJ, because it's your first time, I'm going to explain how this section works. With game predictions, basically what we do is we predict the Metacritic score for an upcoming game. If you get it right, we'll give you your dub next week. But for last week, we're gonna check the results real quick. Daniel, I know is going to watch the show just to make sure he got it this week, but unfortunately he didn't. The game results from last week are Cult of the Lamb. Daniel said 75, Cozy said 86, Ham said 72. The Metacritic score is 82.
Ooh.
So Cozy got that one right. Rumbleverse. I'm not even gonna say what you guys predicted because it still hasn't been rated on Metacritic. No one has taken the time.
That game does not look that good. Like it just reminds me. You just said
graphics don't matter.
Don't it wasn't just
your
graphics.
Argument.
It wasn't just the graphics that I'm talking about. I'm talking about like it just reminded me of Fortnite with no guns. That's what it reminded me of.
And we all know how you feel about Fortnite.
Yes, I cannot stand that game. I do not like Fortnite at all. So like seeing like the camera angle, what you're doing in that game, I'm just like, dude, this is just a rip off of Fortnite, except you're like wrestling pretty much.
Well, I could say Naraka is a rip off of Fortnite, except you got
you're gonna make
swords
Too Big
and
mad
spears.
as hell. You're finna make Too Big mad as hell.
Hey man, I said what I said. Bring it. Lastly, we had
our Discord and just eat you alive. You keep talking.
Bring it, like The Rock says, man. Bring it. All right. The other game was Marvel's Spider-Man for PC. Daniel said 82. Cozy said 91. Ham said 88, and the score was 87. So Ham got, like, you missed by 1, bro. You almost got the jackpot. All right, so this week's game results are actually it's a tie because Cozy got 1 and Ham got 1. So for next week, we're starting off with the game that Ham is 100% super stoked, cannot wait to play. Madden NFL 23 coming out on all platforms. August 16th for anyone that's got EA Play. August 19th for the regular plebs. JJ, what is your Metacritic prediction for Ham's Game of the Year?
75.
75. Okay, I'm not sure if that's generous or not. Let's go to the chat for a bit.
You hurt
Sensei
Loke's feelings.
Just a little bit.
He's gonna do another review and you're gonna be in it.
Bite me, Ham. Bite me. Does Madden even come out on Nintendo?
No, I don't even think
they don't want that garbage.
Like there's barely any sports games out for Switch, I don't think. I mean, we've got
FIFA comes out every year.
Yeah, we got the MLB games, got FIFA.
Yeah,
I don't even know if
let me check.
AEW game is coming out on Switch.
What did you say, JJ? Loke was
I don't even know if the new AEW game is coming out on Switch.
Okay, I don't know. I don't see that coming to Switch. It doesn't need to go to Switch. It doesn't need to go to any platform, in my opinion. But
Madden comes out on Nintendo. It's on Nintendo. Jesus.
Oh my god. That's disgusting.
All right, let's go to the chat for a bit before we carry on. Let's go to the chat. Sensei says, I got a question. Are you doing a full toddler right now? Only tops, no bottoms. Bruv, we opened an OnlyFans, and only the people that sign up to our OnlyFans and pay the $100 get to see what's happening down there. Stankmore says, I can't even lie. I'm going to give Madden a chance this year. You better. And NBA 2K. If you pay for the Ultimate Edition of NBA 2K, you get 1 year of League Pass. So you can watch like the whole season and the playoffs.
Yeah, it's a crazy good deal, really.
Wow.
Yeah, Stankmore says, hold up. How does the Switch run FIFA? It looks terrible. It looks horrible. And if you go on YouTube and do a search for FIFA on Nintendo, there's people memeing on it. FIFA, like the engine and the graphics haven't changed since 2015, if I'm not mistaken. No, 2019. The same graphics that are on 2019 are on 20, 21, 22, and they're going to be there on 23. The only thing that changes is the number on the box and the jerseys. That's all. But in terms of like how it works in game and everything, it's the same game pretty much. Cozy, Madden NFL 23. What is your prediction?
Muted.
I'm muted.
Same as the last game.
Okay, I don't know what that is. Same as the last. I will check and then we'll see if you got it right or not. Ham.
I'm gonna go with a 69.
Why 69? Are you trying to say something? And he's singing to it, dude.
I'm gonna try it.
I know you like Madden. You don't have to get sexual with the game. It's just a video game.
To try the grass.
Oh man.
Chug,
okay.
Chug.
Grass crayon.
I hate that shit.
You haven't even tasted it.
You taste crayon?
It smells like the taste of a. Never mind. It tastes like the smell. Never mind.
Just fucking drink it.
Ham, when you use that voice, what is she drinking? What are you demanding she drinks? Now use that voice and say swallow it.
No, you can't. Ham, you can't because he was the one who told me to swallow it last week.
Oh goodness. Oh. Okay. Let's keep it moving, y'all. The next game is Roller Drone.
But it's nasty because it tastes like green apple. But maybe green apple tastes like grass.
Anyways,
it's not mustard bad.
All right, Joe. Let's focus. We still have to get to the notable tweets. Roller Drone, coming out for PS4 and PS5 and PC August 16th. JJ, what's your score?
Isn't that the one that they said that was canceled, but it was actually still on schedule?
No, Rollerdrome didn't have any development issues.
Okay. All right. 80.
80. Okay. Cozy, Rollerdrome.
I'm gonna go with 76.
76. Hamathy.
Boy, you're tripping. All right, so I'm gonna go on ahead with 83.
83. That's pretty high. Okay.
It is.
At the next game, I'm guessing JJ is gonna give this a 92 or something. Kirby's Dream Buffet coming out for Nintendo Switch August 17th. JJ, what is your prediction?
80.
Ooh, look at you pacing yourself. Cozy.
I'm gonna go with 83.
83. Hamathy.
What's the game again?
Kirby's Dream Buffet.
Kirby's Dream Buffet.
Oh, 87.
Yes, you know it's gonna be an 87 or a 93 or some shit.
Yeah.
Okay, lastly, we have Themesia coming out for PS5, Xbox Series X, and PC. This is the first Souls-like game that is 100% next gen. JJ, what is your prediction for Themesia or Themesia?
85.
Sorry?
85.
85. Cozy.
88.
Ham.
Huh. So I'm gonna go with this is ambitious. I'm gonna go with a 90.
Ooh.
Wow. All this just based off of what you guys have seen and the fact that it's next gen only?
It looks pretty cool.
I know people love their Souls likes.
Yeah, I was gonna say, like, for some reason, Souls games, like, especially when
Elden
you
Ring.
market when you market them properly, they get really good reviews.
Elden Ring pops many cherries.
I mean, look at the way that they give their games out to be reviewed. So, like, I mean, I feel like they're gonna take the same route as Elden Ring and give it to Souls players and have them figure out if the game's good or not. So either this game is gonna be, I think it's gonna skip the 80s completely. I think it's either gonna be 90-ish or it's gonna be in the 70s. I don't feel like the 80s is gonna be an area that it'll touch, but I'll probably be surprised. I'm probably gonna be humbled. I'm probably gonna get humbled.
M says 90. Okay. Notable tweets. What time is it? Oh my goodness. Okay. Notable tweets. Gene Park says it's right behind. Oh, sorry. They quoted the Forspoken video. It says it's right behind me, huh? And then they said, "I will never complain about silent protagonists again." Cozy, how do you feel? How do you feel about
the tables are turned? Do with him whatever you like.
Oh man, I love Chappelle. Cozy, what do you think about this tweet?
That is hilarious. That is, I mean, as someone who loves silent protagonists, this makes me feel vindicated.
Why are silent protagonists better, in your opinion? I'm curious.
Did you hear Forspoken?
No, I mean, Forspoken it's an anomaly. But have you played God of War? Have you played Red Dead Redemption? Have you played any of the Metal Gear Solid games? Sorry?
I usually find voice acting doesn't usually do much for me. I can think on one hand where I'm like, dang, this. I guess it's also because I usually skip all that nonsense. I'm like, let's skip.
All right, JJ, what are your thoughts on this tweet by @GenePark?
To be honest, I mean, silent protagonists, they work when they do, and there are a few games when I really think they would have worked with at least some dialogue. But hey, I mean, I'm not going to complain, just like him.
Okay, I'm curious. What can you give us one game that could have used a voice actor as the protagonist?
I think probably. Well, Kirby
No.
does have a little bit of a voice. He just says Poyo a lot, and that's pretty much it. But yeah, it's like games like some of the Pokemon games where they have the silent protagonist as the main character. I mean, I'd like to see one where they actually speak a few times.
Pokemon. Okay. Hamothy, Gene Park, fail foul.
I mean, I think it's fair. It's an opinion, so it's his. You know, I don't care. Particularly, I mean, I think that it's nice to have a protagonist that speaks, but it's so hard to do properly. It really just is. Like, we can bash a game for having it, but it's just like sometimes without it, it wouldn't really make sense. Like how do you think Forspoken would be if she was silent the whole time? Like, I think that wouldn't work.
That might be a beautiful story.
Because
she couldn't speak and she was a witch. No, just go with me down this dark path. And also it would be a very fitting allegory for how Black women in general are seen or not seen. You know, like the voices aren't heard. So here's a protagonist that doesn't speak, but she makes shit happen with her hands and her kicks and whatever, you know. I think that actually would have been very intriguing. I think it would have been very interesting to see if she was like, she couldn't speak at all. Not that she was a silent protagonist, but that she couldn't speak, had no ability to talk. That would be interesting.
What would be even more interesting is if the protagonist was silent for like a third of the game, and then you like, depending on the direction that you take, then they start talking in like a way that you've been treating like the environment or the people or something like that. But see, I feel like that would work for Forspoken if it was an RPG game, but it's not. You know, so then I think it needs to have
what I don't like about the definition of RPG? Because it says role-playing game. Technically, God of War is a role-playing game because you're not playing yourself, you're playing another role. So technically, every game is a role-playing game. When you're playing Madden, you're playing the role of a football player. When you're playing FIFA, you are also a football player. When you're playing what's it called, Red Dead, you're role-playing as a cowboy.
Look, oh my God.
Well,
cocaine is a hell of a drug.
Whatever, man. Anyone in the chat, if my logic makes sense, please give me my dub. Speaking of the chat, Stackmore says, been wanting a protagonist that isn't silent in Pokemon for years. So, JJ, you have someone that agrees with you 100%. Let's move on to the next notable. Let's move on to the next notable tweet. At Chicken X Skunk says, imagine Hellblade, but Senua's voices in her head do these Joss Whedon quips. You guys know who Joss Whedon is, right?
Kinda.
Ew.
That's the Marvel guy.
You just grossed me out.
What? How did I gross you out?
No, it was just like whoever the comment about who said the Josh
Senua
thing.
Yeah.
That's gross.
Well, you guys don't like Joss Whedon?
No.
Okay. So Ham,
I've never seen
how
any
do you
of his
feel?
stuff.
You haven't seen what?
I've never seen any of his stuff.
Have you seen one Marvel movie?
The last one I saw was the original Doctor Strange.
If you've seen one, you've seen them all.
Pretty much.
Yeah. Okay. Stankmore says FOH Loke Lamau about me saying all video games are yes, that's how I say it.
Lamau.
That is how I say it.
Yeah, I mean, yeah, thank you, Stankmore. He's out of his goddamn mind.
I know.
I'm just saying.
I want
If
some
you
of the water they have
guys,
in Texas.
we all speak English. We all speak English. Role playing a role that isn't you. So do with that what you will. The last notable tweet comes to us from @swin3yawn60. Jesus, man, why don't you just make a nice, simple name? He says, I hate to hate, but the graphics are not that good, and Arkham Knight graphics were better, in my opinion. I feel like we've already tread this one with Ham defending the fact that Gotham Knights is multiplayer, even though it's a sequel. Anyway, quiz time. Okay, we got some time. Okay, so JJ, quiz time is the part of the show where basically I ask you 50-50 questions where you have to just tell me true or false. Most of the questions are based off of what we've discussed. Not all the questions are specifically have been discussed during the show. Okay, so a lot of these you're going to be winging it. Are you ready?
Yeah.
Ham, are you ready?
Sure.
Cozy?
I'm not ready.
Okay, get your pants on then.
My pantslessness. Inappropriate.
Okay.
Yeah.
Are you done?
I'm ready.
All right then. All right. JJ.
Yes.
First question goes to you. The first question is actually it's a statement. Jeff Keighley runs and owns the Game Awards, Gamescom, and the Summer Games Fest. True or false?
I think he only runs the Game Awards, so false.
JJ is the first to score. Okay, we might have a contender, ladies and gents. We might have a contender. Cozy.
Yeah.
This year, the physical presentation of the game of Gamescom will be held in Munich, Germany. True or false?
True?
False. It's in Cologne, Germany.
All the same to me.
Cozy, don't feed into the stereotype that Americans don't even know anything outside.
They're all
America.
the same.
It's all Europe. It's all Africa. It's all Asia.
Yeah, it's all Germany. They all speak German, don't they?
Okay. Before all of our European watchers leave, Hamothy, Sonic Frontiers has only been delayed once. True or false?
False.
It's true, actually.
I didn't think it got delayed at all.
It did get delayed.
Oh, well, that's news to me.
Yeah.
I thought that was a rumor that it got delayed.
No, it got delayed.
Okay.
AJ, Sonic Frontiers is the 30th main Sonic title. True or false?
Well, 30 of them. I'm gonna say true.
False. This is the 32nd.
Whoa.
Yeah. Cozy.
Yeah.
Marvel's Midnight Suns was previously delayed to the second half of 2022. True or false?
False?
True, actually.
No.
Hamothy. Marvel's Midnight Suns will run on Unreal Engine. True or false?
Ooh, that's a good one because I don't know.
I'm
gonna say true.
Woo. You are one lucky boy. Okay, so JJ's got 2, Cozy 1, Hamothy 1. JJ.
I thought JJ only got 1.
Yeah, I only did get 1. Yeah, I got
No,
1 true and 1 false.
No, wait. Really? Oh,
Yeah.
Okay, my bad.
Luke's over
Oh,
here.
okay.
Yeah, he's over here.
I'm cooking the books. I'm cooking the books.
Yeah,
All right,
fine.
fine.
You are, man. We got you, bro.
All right, fine. 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 JJ, the main antagonist in Marvel's Midnight Nights is the Scarlet Witch. True or false?
I'm gonna say false.
All right, you got that right. Okay, JJ's got 2 now. Cozy,
Yes.
Xbox are the only console maker out of the big 3 that will be making an appearance at Gamescom. True or false?
False?
It's true.
Oh.
Nintendo and
I didn't
PlayStation
expect Nintendo to
are
come.
snobs. Hamathy, there have been a total of 13 Gamescom events in the history of the event. True or false?
False.
It's true.
Damn it!
Sorry.
I almost said true. God damn it.
All right. JJ, the Xbox booth at Gamescom will have 36 stations of content to check out with a mixture of first and third party titles. True or false?
I'm gonna go with true.
Damn, JJ's dominated you guys.
What?
That's
This
three,
is bad.
3-1.
You're a cheater.
I'm a cheater.
No, JJ's a cheater.
Okay, Cozy.
Show me
Cozy. Cozy, she's responding really fast. There's no time for her to be Googling these answers. She really knows what's up.
Show us your hands.
Nilza C says, how do you guys know all this stuff? It's mostly guesswork, let's be honest. Okay, but the way JJ is responding, I'm starting to think that she knows what's going on.
No,
Okay,
I'm joking. I don't think you're really cheating.
Yeah, I mean it's
Right.
mostly like I knew the first one right off, but it's mostly instinct.
Right. Cozy,
Yeah.
there have been 8 mainline WWE 2K games released since 2K Games got the rights in 2013. True or false?
False?
Yes. Cozy now has 2. Hamathy, WWE 2K19 and 2K22 are the highest rated 2K games on Metacritic.
False.
Sorry?
False.
It's true.
Seriously?
19? 19?
Yeah, they're both 77. 2K Games has never released a higher rated game on Metacritic.
Oh
For
my god.
WWE.
Well, she won.
Pretty much. Actually, no, Cozy can still get a draw and make sure
What?
that
What?
JJ doesn't
I've
end up.
answered one question right.
There's
Well, she
still
has
one more.
If she gets
You-
this next one right, then
Yeah,
she
if she
wins.
gets the next one, it's over.
I have
JJ,
no
this
faith
one's
in
about
you,
my
though, Cozy.
favorite.
I have no faith.
JJ, this is my favorite. This is about my favorite wrestler. So please get it right. The Rock has featured in all but one WWE 2K game since 2014. True or false?
I'm gonna say true.
Oh, it's false.
Oh no!
WWE without The Rock is not WWE. It's so obvious. Oh man. Okay. Cozy, if you get this one right, you will have a draw with JJ, and she won't be able to claim a place as a victor, as like one of the guests that's come on, because previously only K Mega and Daniel Haythorn from Germany have actually won quiz time on the show. All the other times it's always been Ham Solo and Cozy Beluga, with Ham having 6 wins, Cozy having 3.
I've been on a
So
losing streak, though.
Yeah, man,
I mean-
you're in the mud right now.
It's genetic for you, Ham.
Okay.
Oh. Oh.
Okay, so let's save Cozy's question for last. Let's see if Ham can save his dignity and at least get 2 right. Ham, this one's for you. The protagonist of Forspoken, Frey,
Where do I feel skipped?
is... Oh, exactly. I just explained why I'm skipping you. I want to keep the tension, all right? Ham, the protagonist in Forspoken is the first Black female protagonist in all of gaming. True or false?
True.
Dude,
Well,
are you serious
like
right now?
Main protagonist?
Yes.
Protagonist.
Yes.
No, it's false.
What is wrong with you, Ham?
I
What?
don't.
You have
I can't
that
think of
little
any other
faith in
games.
video. You have that little faith in the video game industry.
Name another game then.
Off the top of my head, Resident Evil 6. Jesus, man. I cannot
I didn't know
believe
that.
you.
I've never played Resident Evil 6.
I cannot believe you. Okay. I'm sufficiently insulted. Okay, Cozy.
Yeah.
If you get this one right, JJ will not take the dub. Square Enix have never had a black female protagonist in their history. True or false?
True?
And with that,
false. Oops.
With that, ladies and gentlemen, JJ joins the pantheon of
Oh my god.
Of external victors on bullsitting Ham Solo, Cozy Beluga. Take that
L's
L
left
with
and
you.
right. I'm taking L's left and fucking right. Dude.
I love being. At least I have the most L's. Yeah, I'm winning at that.
You do have the most L's.
Where are
You
your
do
all
have the
winners
most
in
L's.
his eyes?
No. The only winner is the person that's winning overall, and that's Ham Solo. JJ, thank you so much for joining us.
Thank you for having me.
Because you've ascended to the heavens and actually got a win on bullsitting. We're going to have a special show in future before the end of the year with all the previous winners to have the final showdown. Ooh. And obviously there's going to be a prize. So we're looking forward to your return to the show.
You.
For me, that's all. Ham Solo, please take us out.
All right. Well, it was a fantastic show. It was fun. A lot of jokes, a lot of goofiness that went down with it. JJ, I appreciate you for stopping through and allowing yourself to be on this
that ass.
goofy ass stream with us.
Yeah.
But anyways, you guys make sure you hit that like
clapping
button.
These cheeks. Jeez,
make sure you hit that like button.
She clapping your cheeks.
Am I doing the outro or not?
What do you say about cheeks? Wow.
Would you care to answer, Luke?
What I said was JJ came on the show. She came on the show and she clapped both of y'all cheeks. That's what I said.
I don't think. Okay.
That statement ended well, Cozy. You don't think.
Okay.
Go ahead, man.
All right. Well, again, thank you, JJ, for coming on this goofy ass show. It was a good show today, though. We got to actually show some gameplay and stuff like that. That's something I'd like to implement more in future shows, so then we can kind of all be on the same page in case somebody doesn't see something. They could see it here with us. But anyways, make sure you guys hit that like button if you haven't already. It'd be much appreciated, as well as share this out so we can get, more people to check out the content and whatnot, and see if they like it or not. Also, subscribe if you like this show. We'd definitely love to have you guys come back and check out some more of this bullsitting show. And then also, I have Behind Them Sticks every Tuesday and Thursday. Speaking of that show, I have coming on next week, I have Gaz on Tuesday coming on at 6 p.m. Central, 7 o'clock Eastern, whatever time it is in Africa for that crazy cowboy looking loke. And then on
about
Thursday,
3 a.m., dude. That's why I don't hop on live.
Yeah, I get it.
I mean, I love you, man, but not like that.
And then on Thursday, I have a gentleman, really cool dude from, he's actually, let me look up his specific credentials just so I don't get anything like misunderstood. But let's see, Zachary Ryan. He is the lead community producer for Twitch. So I'm going to be having him on the show. I highly recommend, if you're going to tune into that, send me some questions if you have any that you want him to answer, especially if you run a Twitch. Definitely send me some questions that you may want to have answered before the show. So you can reach me at hamsolo05gaming on Twitter. My DMs are open, so you can definitely toss me some questions there if you have any for them, especially if, like I said, if you're a streamer and you want to figure some stuff out or figure out how to be seen better or whatnot. That is what you'd want to do. But yeah, that's the end of our show, you guys. I really appreciate everybody that stopped through and gave us a little bit of love and whatnot. Y'all be safe. We'll see you guys next week. And as I like to say, keep it gaming or keep it moving. Peace out.
Woohoo! Later, tater tots.